Bear down, Bears fans. Bear down. Bear down. Let me get them bear downs in the chat. Let me get them bear downs in the chat. It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again, man. We were Bears fans long before Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace showed their faces here in Chicago. We'll be Bears fans long after. No matter what you think the Bears' problems are, we are still going to be rocking with our team. So I got this 36 inches of bear head back here. Bear down. Let me get them bear downs in the chat, man. It's tough. Tough loss. Interesting game. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. The Bears do fall to the San Francisco 49ers. I almost said Giants. San Francisco 49ers. It was a tough loss today. You know why? Because you saw improvement. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Please like the video, subscribe to the page. So we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks, so get in tune with us. This one hurts because you saw a much better game from the offense, right? And so for that reason, you're looking at it and you're saying, man, like, why? What's missing on the defense? It's frustrating. I'm tired of this. Like, we're seeing a change here. And my question to you guys: did you see enough today? Did you see enough from our Bears team today to make you feel good about Justin Fields' improvement? We want to hear from you. Call into the show, man. 855-908-5668. The Contender phone lines are open to Contender, where you can hear constant sports talk all the time. You know, when you're listening to that local radio station, you know, sometimes there's a gentleman that comes on at noon that wants to talk about the New York Jets, and we just don't care. Did you see enough from your Chicago Bears today to feel good about Justin Fields' improvement moving forward? And did you see enough today from your Chicago Bears to possibly feel good about maybe a future staff that could be in place should Matt Nagy not work out? Now, we have to be fair here. I mean, the Bears defense had an awful day. A lot of injuries on that side of the ball. Missing Khalil Mack there. End up losing Eddie Jackson. As much as we say we rag on Eddie Jackson for his tackling, he is a really good ball hawk. He does make a difference on the field. He's actually pretty good at getting into the backfield, but there was just no pressure today. Awful day from the defense. I think that it's an interesting day when you get gashed by Elijah Mitchell for 137 yards, and we can say, yeah, no Mac out there. No Eddie Jackson does make a difference in the run game, but no Mac out there. But you did have Goldman, you did have Hicks. Those are supposed to be your guys that are your run stoppers, and they pretty much blew that completely up. You end up giving up a 3rd and 20. A 3rd and 20 that goes for 83 yards. There were moments where it was up and down. There were moments where it looked good, it looked better, and then it came right back to earth, didn't it? Came right back to earth. The defense was awful. But is that a personnel issue, or is that the guy in place that's the problem? Is that Sean Desai who's not calling the right plays? Is that Sean Desai who's not putting him in the right position or building them up to be successful? When I look at the defensive side, to me, it's a personnel issue. We knew coming into this season that we didn't have any real DBs. I mean, yeah, we've seen better from Kendall Vildor. We have. He's been better, but he still gets beat deep all the time. Jalen Johnson looks nice. Jalen Johnson makes some beautiful plays, especially towards the end zone. But that front seven's getting old. And there's not a lot of fight in this defense right now. Do you believe that that is a personnel issue or is it a scheme issue? Our guys our guys being schemed and being put in the right place. I can't say based on the game yet because I haven't seen the tape, the all 22 yet. But it's an interesting question when I look at it because I feel like there's moments where we absolutely see this defense stand up and fight, and there's moments where I mean, listen, it hasn't been the last couple of weeks. I'll tell you this much. But there are moments where you see those players. Like I feel like there are some staples on this team that will be here. Roquan's going to be here. Jalen Johnson's going to be here. But I believe we're seeing the dip now defensively. And the interesting thing is now we after this week, you might have saw a little bit of a rise offensively in this team. Now, still only 22 points. Still only 22 points. Let's not get it twisted. The offense looked better. We're excited about 22 points, though, Chicago. But we're moving, but I think that we saw better from Justin today with how the game was managed. How much of that is on Chris Tabor? I think a big chunk. Call into the show. Let me know, man. 855-908-5668. I think a big chunk of that is on Chris Taylor. You know why? Because Matt Nagy, when Matt Nagy is coaching, what's he doing? He's very involved with the offense, right? The offense isn't moving. We've seen that consistently. Matt is very, very, very involved with the offense. Even if he's not calling the plays, guess who's setting up the game plan that week? It is Matt Nagy and it is Bill Lazor. But Matt Nagy being the key thing right there. With Chris Tabor doesn't know much about it. I mean, he probably knows something about offense. I'll never say he doesn't know nothing about offense, but he's a special teams guy. His area of expertise is special teams. So what does that mean when you're going out there and you're playing the game? Guess what? I'm going to let you do your job. I'm not going to interfere with what you got going on the offensive end. You know why? Because that's not my job. Am I going to get involved defensively? No. You know why? Because that's not my job. We've seen Matt Nagy be the hand that is dipping into too many pots at once. You know what I'm saying? The chef that, hey, oh, we seasoning here, we dropping that there, we throwing that in there. Oh, hold up. Matt Nagy's out here doing a full Vogue dance with this team. Chris Tabor, guess what he's gonna do? Hey, listen, it's your team, dog. The defense, those are your guys. Figure it out. Let's get a dub. The offense, guess what he's gonna do? Bill Lazor, those are your guys. Figure it out. Just like we see a lot of these coaches do that can't call plays. Bear Forever says, didn't matter if Nagy was there today. It's still his scheme, his offense. And while they did look better, they still had bonehead penalties and killed drives. Defense was terrible. Listen, I'm not saying that I expected this team to be a completely different team today. I'm not saying that I expected this team to be a oh my God, they came out and dropped 35 on San Francisco today. But I didn't expect them to look competent either. You know why? Because they haven't looked competent all year. Justin Fields had himself now. Let's say it. He had a day. He had a day. And if we're being real, he put that ball on Darnell Moody's hands at the end of the game, and it ends up turning into a pick that looks bad on him. But Justin Fields absolutely had a day. Justin Fields came out today. He had 19 for 27, 175 yards, one passing touchdown. The interception is going to make him look worse. And then he had 103 rush yards and a touchdown on that. 2 touchdowns today, y'all. 2 touchdowns. Now, I'm not saying that's world beater. I'm not saying that's crazy. But it's better. At this point, we're looking to see progression. If we make the playoffs with Justin, great. If we don't, I just want to see him continuously get better. Tana chiming in on this one. He said, Fields looked better today, but that defense was unacceptable. Absolutely. I agree with it. I agree with it. Defense looked bad. Defense had no fight. The defense hasn't had any fight the last couple of weeks, though. Putting Khalil Mack in doesn't change that. Bringing Eddie Jackson back doesn't change that. This defense hasn't had fight for 2 weeks, 3 weeks of the season, 4 weeks of the season. We've seen them look good versus the bad teams, but we've I mean, let's be real. When's the last game this defense dominated? Dominated. A lot of money on that side of the ball that's not doing nothing. If I'm the Bears right now, I'm looking at this defense and I'm saying, let's see what pieces we can sell off before the deadline gets here, because clearly we're at the end of that. Clearly we're coming to an end of this Bears defense. And we knew that coming into the season, didn't we? We might have lied to ourselves, but we knew that, listen, the defense is on its last legs. We knew that coming into this season. That, listen, while we got our quarterback now and hopefully he can make something happen, we were all trying to catch this window, right? We were trying to catch this defensive window. We never caught it. We knew we weren't going to catch it. We drafted a rookie quarterback. Here we go. You weren't going to catch the defensive window that is closing, and it seems to have been closed now. Yes, there are stats that still say this defense is top and elite and all of that, but you have to watch the games. I love what was the song? Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie, numbers absolutely lie. And the people that use the numbers lie to you about what the numbers are saying. But did you see enough today to feel good about Justin Fields moving forward? Did you see the quarterback that he can be today and continue to improve to be? Because I'll be honest, it all wasn't good for Justin. There's a bunch of passes in there where Justin is moving out there. He's making excellent plays using his legs. He also has zero time to make a throw here. The offensive line was a little bit better with Larry Borum out there. Larry Borum actually did a decent job, but there were still many moments where they were just guys. I mean, listen, even on that play that Justin ends up running in the little spin move touchdown. Hey, we got to reverse field and get that in. The play is great, right? He gets the touchdown on that. He makes that happen. But here's the problem. The offensive line completely broke down on that play. He was supposed to be going right. The offensive line fell over like it was a bunch of mugs in Clue, not Clue. What's the game? Guess Who? That was the game. Guess Who? Just fell back, and Justin had to go the other way. You're at a point now where, yeah, you might have your quarterback of the future. Oh, hold on. What the point I was making there, dog? I be doing that sometimes. I get into a whole nother tangent. No, the point I was making was Justin had those plays in his going against him. But the thing that you have to look at with Justin is that even on some of those throws, like the throw to A-Rob across the middle that keeps that drive going high, very high, very high. He's got to dial that in. He's got to dial that in. He will. I'm not worried about it. But at some point, you want to see him start to dial that in. Here's a super chat from Bear Forever. Shout out to you for supporting the channel, bro. If y'all super chat in, man, let me. I'll throw the comments up on the screen, man. We really appreciate y'all for showing that love. So, in your opinion, how is this team going to get good enough to be a Super Bowl contender, and how long is it going to take? That's a good question. How long is it going to take for this team to get to being a Super Bowl contender? I'll tell you this. I believe. Now, I believe you have your quarterback of the future. I do. I really do. I believe that you have the guy that can lead you to the promised land, to the Super Bowl. That Super Bowl we've all coveted for forever. I believe that you have an excellent wide receiver in Darnell Mooney. I believe that you have possibly a nice piece in Cole Kmet. I would like to see him come down with that touchdown, but there was a lot of arm wrapping on that other arm by was that Fred Warner that was on him on that play. But I think that Cole Kmet is a guy that you can end up using in the future. I think you have some nice pieces in place. Here is the difference: offensive line. So if Matt Nagy goes after this season, the interesting thing to see will be, Did Ryan Pace fix the line and these guys were just injured, not ready to play? Did Ryan Pace, is Tevin Jenkins going to be a stud left tackle moving forward? Because if you found your left tackle for the next 10 years and you've got Larry Borum in there who you can slide over the left guard, you've got James Daniels in there who I'd like to see the holding penalties come down a little bit, maybe wait a little bit before you get down there, but James Daniels, nice piece. Cody Whitehair might be on his way out, but you might have to find another center, but he's still salvageable right there. Then you need a right tackle. But if you've got those four, if Tevin Jenkins comes out and is able to play and Larry Borum continues improving and you got those four pieces in there, guess what? Justin Fields with an offensive line is going to be a pretty freaking good quarterback. Having an offensive line makes a big, big difference. Having an offensive line makes a big, big difference. And so if the offensive line is able to come in and play, listen, football is one of those sports where you can go from worst to first in a season, maybe two. It's not far out of the realm of reach to think that this Bears team could turn it around in 2 seasons. But it's all based on that offensive line. It's 110% based on that offensive line and what you're going to be able to do on the defensive side of the ball. Kid says we have a QB, a running back on a 6-round contract, a young wide receiver. Pace sets up decent. Well, tell him stop trading away his 6-round picks, dog, for kick returners. tell him stop giving away the picks he's actually good at going to get. Let me pay some bills here real quick, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. We want to let you guys know about Symbol, man. Symbol really, really, really changing the game for us. Symbol is a stock market for sports that allows you to profit off of your sports knowledge. On Symbol, you can trade sports teams like stocks. Every time your team wins, you earn cash. Use your sports knowledge on Symbol to buy low, sell high, and earn cash payouts when your team wins. And I'm gonna tell you right now, kind of an interesting here. We've been telling you guys about Symbol for a couple of weeks now, and kind of an interesting thing because let me get the share screen up here. Y'all can see that, right? Let me know. Let me see. Can y'all see that? There we go. Bang. The interesting thing about Symbol here for me is that, I mean, you look at this stock here. 29th, it's down, right? And then somebody saw something in the Bears coming into this 49ers game because on the 30th, we saw an increase in the stock, surprisingly. Now, due to the injuries that the Bears have, now 3-5, I think we're going to see that stock drop. The stock is still down, but man, Symbol really allowing you to use your sports now. And here's the thing, right? Maybe it's time for me to get out on this stock. Maybe it's time for me to sell. It really allows me to use my sports knowledge of knowing about the Bears to get into that. And I mean, even if we're talking about it, I mean, here's a quick one just to show you the Bulls. The Bulls are up for all my C Red Nation people out there. Bulls stock is up tremendously, and it keeps increasing as this season is going on. As the Bulls are 5-1, so really, really want you guys to be able to get in on that Symbol stock, man. Get in there. Make sure to use your sports knowledge to buy low, sell high, earn cash payouts with the team. Join 7,000 early adopters who have started to invest in their favorite teams. Visit www.symbol.com to create a free account. And when you make your deposit, make sure to use the promo code BREEZE, BREEZE, to make your deposit risk-free up to $500. Up to $500. Visit Symbol.com. Use that promo code BREEZE, and it'll be risk-free, no question asked. Join Symbol and start investing and profiting from your favorite teams. Because listen, we know what we're talking about in here. We know what we're talking about in here. Shout out to Tanner for the super chat here, man. The Bears should do what the Niners and Raiders did in the next year's draft. Draft a lot of good O-linemen for the future. Protection is key. Protection is key, but you also don't have a ton of draft picks going into this because you gambled a lot on Justin Fields being successful. Guess what? Justin's going to be successful. I truly believe that. I truly believe Justin Fields is going to be a difference maker. But you do have to protect him. And if we're being real, I would love to see Tevin Jenkins this season. I don't know if we will. I would love to see Tevin Jenkins and Larry Borum together this season. I don't know if we will, but that's your answer for when is this Bears team going to get to that next level? Because we could be, listen, as even with the numbers, now a bad game today, tough to say, but a lot of injuries on that side of the ball. But we can be a good team with a mid-level defense and an offense that is top tier. But to have a top tier offense, you have to protect the quarterback. You just do. That's what it's going to come down to. Super chat here from Robert Diaz. Shout out to Robert Diaz for rocking with us, man. The O-line needs to play people at their natural position. These guys keep making stupid decisions that result in drive-killing penalties. These guys seemingly look left when they need to look right. Well, see, and I'm a person that, yes, scheme matters, having guys in the right position matter, but y'all have to understand, we've got guys that have been playing these positions for a while in there. This is not new. This is not new for the Chicago Bears. And I want to hear you guys' opinion, man. Make sure you call into the show, 855-908-5668, man. Contender phone lines are open. This is not new for the Chicago Bears. Guess what? Jason Peters is a Hall of Fame left tackle. Now, he's older. Those stunts are killing him where they stunt and they come back inside. They're killing him. But he's a Hall of Fame left tackle. He knows where to look. He knows where he should be. At a certain point, we have to put things on the players that are playing the game. And we don't do that often enough. We always look at, oh, well, he should have done this. We should have put, or the coach should have put him here. Sometimes the coaches do put him there. You know what the players do? They mess up. We're seeing a lot of guys mess up. Holding on James Daniels, you messed up. That's not on the scheme. That's on you. Cody Whitehair missing the block, you messed up. You were in the right position, you messed up. Our offensive line isn't a bunch of rookies out there. Larry Borum's the youngest one out there, right? Larry Borum, I mean, he's the one that's going to need the most help, and he's out there with Jason Peters, who's getting beat inside. Everybody else has played this position for multiple seasons. You should know where to look. And we have to put some onus on players as well. You have to put some onus on players as well. And so the Bears come out of this game with an L, man, and it sucks. It absolutely sucks. I think that Justin played well. I think there was a lot of interesting, a lot of things that you can take from this game. A lot of things that you can take from this game and say that was positive. I'm happy we saw that. That was a good day. Most of them, as surprising as it is to say, on the offensive side of the ball for the first time this year. But did you see enough? Did you, as a Bears fan, see enough to say, yeah, I'm confident moving forward with not Matt Nagy. Absolutely not moving forward with Matt Nagy. I'm confident moving forward with Justin Fields as our quarterback that we're going to be okay. That's a good comment. Accountability is important. So is being ready whenever you're called up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Accountability is absolutely important. And I think that this Bears team, I think that what we saw today is interesting because you saw a team that's moving in a direction on the side of the ball that has been awful all year. On the side of the ball that has been awful all year. We saw more than 200 yards from our quarterback. Now, not all of it in the air, some of it on the ground, but that's the kind of quarterback you have. Guess what? If this is a win, if your defense plays any kind of defense at all, and you're able to and you're able to go out there and get away with the dub on this one. This is a great day for Justin Fields. 175 on the passing, 100 yards rushing, 275 yards in total. Would I like to see him put up 300? Yeah, but 275 yards in total. This team there's still so many question marks. There's still so many pieces that need to be fixed, but you saw a movement in one direction. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that, at least on the field side of things, on the Justin Field side of things. You still need to see better online play. Let's go out to the phones, man. Phone lines are open. The Contender phone lines, 855-908-5668. We got a P1 calling into the show, man. Robert Schwartz. I got to turn these headphones down. Robert be coming in loud. What's going on, Robert? How you feeling, my guy?
I'm feeling all right. I saw a little improvement with the offense, but defense didn't show up.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed, but there's improvement on the offense.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't run the ball more. And that would have opened up the play action, but I see a future with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
He's growing. He's growing in the right direction.
I agree, Robert. I appreciate you for tuning in and calling into the show, man. I
want to say,
go ahead.
The Bulls are going to be the top 3 in the Eastern Conference Final. The way they played against the Knicks and the way they played against Utah last night, sky's the limit for them. That's all I gotta say. All these haters that want to hate on the Bulls and this and that, they're 5-1. Let's start talking about that.
Hey, we got comments coming in talking about the Bulls carrying this city. Appreciate you for tuning in and rocking with us, Robert.
Always bear down.
Bear down, man. Bear down. That's what it is, man. It's tough. It's tough out here. It's tough. He made good points, man. I mean, listen, you wanted to see the defense step up. You did, but when's the last time we saw the defense step up? That's the question. That's the question. Let's go back out to the phone lines, man. Going out to the 331. What's going on, man?
What's going on, big guy?
Well, how you feeling, my boy?
I'm in the hospital right now watching that sad game, but not sad game, but I was happy to see us use the tight ends.
Yeah.
Just wish we could have got a lot more. Justin Fields, I love you, man, but quit doing that spin move because it might hurt you later on in the season. And the defense, man, Eddie Jackson, bro, you gotta go. I don't know where you gotta go, but you gotta go.
You on your P.Kidd today?
Oh yeah, man, love that boy. Love y'all, man. Love the show, man. I listen to you every time, man.
Appreciate the love, my boy.
Keep it up, bro.
Appreciate the love, my boy. Appreciate the love. You stay safe out there, all right, dog?
All love, baby.
Hey, for sure. Man, listen, the Justin Fields spin move is definitely one where it's like I do cringe a little bit every time I see it because I believe didn't he get hurt in college on that move as well? Didn't he get hurt in college on that move? And then he also had the fumble in preseason. Like that's always interesting to see him break that out, and you're just like, okay, it worked out. I like it. Let's do it. Got these phone lines still open, man. If y'all ain't done so, man, like the video, man. Subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want y'all to miss a thing, so hit that bell. This is the only channel you getting that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talk, man. Going back out to these phone lines again, out to the 415. What's going on, caller? How you feeling?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Man, I'm excited to see Justin Fields moving in the right direction and sad that my Bears lost, man.
Hey, you know what? As a Niner fan, bro, I thought we would have lost, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, we both in a tough boat right now. We're both in a real tough boat, dog.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Nah, but I ain't gonna lie though. Y'all did good today, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, Justin Fields was good. I would say that your offensive line good. defense needs to be a little bit better. I mean, my Diners, we need to be better too, especially with the running game.
Yeah. It's interesting, and I can't let you not be I can't let you get off the phone without asking you this. Why y'all so sick of Jimmy Garoppolo, man? Jimmy be balling sometimes.
No. I'm gonna be real with you though, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm Jimmy G all the way. A lot of like my friends and my cousins, all that, they're like, nah, Jimmy G out. I'm like, nah, Jimmy G's been good. Like, if he's out, we lose. If he's in, easy.
Yeah.
Easy win. But hey, much love to you guys. You know what I mean? Much love from San Francisco, man. I'm a diehard Chicago Bulls fan, man. So let's see you tomorrow again.
Hey, man, baby. Let's go for 6-1 tomorrow, man. Appreciate you for calling in, my boy.
Of course, brother.
Stay safe out there, all right, man. Peace. Yeah, man.
Right, for sure.
BJ said he balls against bad team, Kyle and his doghouse. Yeah, I don't know what he did to get in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse, man. I don't know. Maybe it was just him going out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an interesting one. I always see Jimmy G out there, and I'm just like, man. I mean, he's not bad. He a game manager. He's Alex Smith. He's the new age Alex Smith. He's the new age Alex Smith. Although Alex would put that ball up, man. 83 people in here, 25 likes. That's all I get. All right, cool. We gonna keep it pushing though, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Let me ask y'all this: did you see enough from Chris Tabor that if you do end up moving on to that next level of quarterback, if you do end up moving on to that next level of next level of coach, is he that guy? Did you see enough from Chris Tabor himself? Let's grade the game that Chris Tabor had. As the pettiest man alive walking into the studio with 2 glasses. That's my kind of guy, man. Pull up a chair. Make sure you're on camera. I might have to switch this. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Yeah, you might not be able to hear the callers. You could get on camera, though. Swing it this way. Bring it back. There he is. Look at that, man. How you feeling, my boy?
I'm good.
Mike live? Yeah, you live. You hot. Yeah, you hot. You hot. You killing it right now.
Look at that.
I just asked this one here. What are your thoughts on the job that Tabor did today, managing this game, managing this team?
Let his guys be his guys. You let the offense be the offense. The offense looked freer, probably because they weren't being micromanaged. That's always been my take about Matt Nagy. Let me talking to the mic. Outside of that, in my opinion, when I saw this game by halftime, I was like, yep, Matt Nagy mismanaged 2 QBs.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my take on it. That's my take. I've been in the chat too, so it's like
I seen you. Most
of the stuff I've kind of already said. I don't know what I wanted to regurgitate or not.
I just think that it's interesting that, like, to me, is it 100% the fact that Nagy just wasn't there in practice? He wasn't there in dealing with the offensive side of the ball, dealing with the I mean, he doesn't really deal with the defense anyway, but those special teams guys, listen, a lot of times those are the guys that come in and they're like, I know what I know. I'm doing what I'm doing. That's it. What I don't know, I don't know. And that's how I'm gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, those special teams guys are those kind of guys, and I usually enjoy seeing them kind of try and manage the game.
Dad, why I gotta be selling weed for it? Couldn't you give me something a little more profitable? I mean, God,
that's all good.
Hard joke.
Literally.
Man, no. In all sincerity, though, you can't say rookie QB development and win a massive success this year.
Mm-hmm.
They normally don't correlate. So, I'm kind of happy with what we saw. As far as Justin Fields looking free. I mean, 100 yards rushing, 10 rushing attempts.
Yeah.
Have you saw it before this game?
100 yards rushing, 10 rushing attempts.
By him, 10 yards a carry.
No. Okay, yeah, no. I haven't. Hey, we haven't seen that from Justin yet.
Ain't that what we know him for, though?
We haven't seen that from Justin at all this season. I agree with you. The thing that's interesting is that when you look at how he was running today, how he was playing today, just in general, it didn't look like it was just Tabor saying, let's take the reins off and let Bill Lazor do what he did. Because there's still a lot of I'm going to be honest with you. Like, there's a limit to Lazor. There just is. Like, yeah, he can have he's had the seasons he's had. Yeah. People have figured out his offenses. But to me, there's a limit to Bill Lazor because the 1973, yeah. I'm not surprised by that. Actually, I am a little surprised by that. I'm surprised Mitch never did that.
He got close.
I'm surprised Mitch never had a 100-yard rushing game. But no, like, to me, there's a limit. And that's why, like, it's tough to say, right? We're playing the 49ers. We're playing a subpar defense that is very injured. They got is Joey? Joey's that one, right? Joey Bosa? I always get them too confused. I believe we were playing Joey Bosa. You're not on the camera at all.
I mean, it's cool.
Slide like that corner and just pull it with you. Oh, yeah, we got length on that one.
Okay, look at that.
Pause. Not Nick Bosa, my fault. Nick Bosa. You still got Nick Bosa out there. There's still some room for them to absolutely attack you defensively, and you saw that. But looking at this game, like, I didn't see nothing. I'm like, okay, Chris, he did a good job managing it, but it didn't blow me out of the water like, oh my God, Bill Lazor finally has been unlocked again. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were still plays where, like, on a 3rd and 9, you're doing a little sweep out to Khalil Herbert in the corner. And it's like, we need 9 yards on this. Like,
yeah, but Khalil Herbert was averaging like 7-8 yards.
On a run.
On a carry.
Yeah. Not on a pass that they sniffed out immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm going to be honest with you. Justin Fields has a moment where we have to accept the fact that, again, he's still a rookie.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's making a lot of mistakes that don't show up. Like, we don't talk about it, but he has a couple overthrown passes.
Couple overthrows, right? For sure.
Easily, like,
high passes.
And again, if this was Mitch, we'd be like, yeah, look at that. He can't do it. Like,
year 4, though.
But that's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Rookie year is going to happen.
I saw Aaron Rodgers overthrow some people a couple times.
Well,
like, it's going to
overthrows happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. So at this point, it's like, what can the kid do with his arm? What can he do? It's better than I thought.
Yeah, better than I thought.
What can the kid do? What he can't do? And then you ease him into it. But the one thing they did is they let him be comfortable. Hey, if it's not there, you could tell. If it's not there, do your thing.
Yeah.
And I credit that to Chris and Bill. They're not trying to handcuff him in that way, and that's good for development. It builds confidence. What's going to really build confidence is no better confidence booster than Mooney catching that pass.
Mooney catch. I mean,
if Mooney comes down with that
deep
pass,
shot. Still a little. Here's the thing that I'll say about it.
You know what's a confidence killer? Free play, and it's not a free play.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's
bad.
Know? Was Chris the one calling that out? No, just playing. But what I'm saying is, like, I think Chris Tabor did a good job today, right? But how good of a job was it? Can we gauge it based on this game? Because you know what we're gonna get the rest of the season. Fire Nagy, let Chris run the team. Is Bill Lazor a good enough OC that he's going to lead to the offensive success of this team with Chris Tabor? Is Bill Lazor is Sean Desai a good enough DC? Is this team good enough defensively?
Credit to you for upgrading the drip. Look at this. This is a nice jacket.
I wore this jacket. I wore this jacket all last year.
I ain't see it.
You had your eyes closed. I bought this jacket last year. Actually, Amazon hooked me up with this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really?
Yeah, not bad on the NFL drip. You know what I'm saying? I really like this jacket.
Gotta give it to him. Hey, Amazon.
I'm not saying y'all can pull up, but
Jeff Bezos. No, I don't. Here's the thing.
Like
Bill got us 22 points.
That's still not good, though.
Yeah, Matt Nagy gave us 14.
No, I agree with you. That like the fact that you scored 22 is good in the sense that you sucked so bad that we're excited about 22. Yeah. But the 49ers averaged 25 points per game given up.
Yeah, but they got Jimmy G and listen.
No, I'm saying they give up. The defense gives up 25 points per game. You didn't meet the average. That's what I'm saying. Like there's still limits in place that what we saw, because I just know it's coming this season. Tabor, make him the head coach, and I'm fine with it for the rest of the year. But moving forward, is he going to be a name that comes up in the let's make this happen? Because did we see enough from that? Because this one game, and we've seen those interim guys step in. Listen, Bruce Arians was the interim.
Yeah.
And the Bears could have had him. And Bruce Arians was the interim. And he stepped up. He made great plays. He made great calls. And guess what? The Bears get the dub.
Bruce did what he should have did. hey, you know what to do. You know what to do.
Well, that's what he still does.
Yeah,
that's what he still does. And it's about managing the team. It's about putting the right people in place. That's the part that you're like, okay, can he do that? Delegation. Because if Chris gets in, Bill Lazor's probably out.
Delegation.
Desai might stay because him and Chris have been together.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that. But I think
Sean Desai's a problem, like you said earlier.
I think there's personnel. You had nobody left out there at this point. I mean, we didn't DeAndre Houston Carson start playing safety for a little bit out there? You know what I'm saying? Like we had nobody left. It was like, hey, you alive? Get out there. No, these are ended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
No, we good. Let's check the comments, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with us, man.
That last comment.
Which one?
Dalton and Foles coming off the books next season. Help us get some secondary help. Absolutely. That's $10 million for.
Let me ask you this though.
For Foles.
Let me ask you this though.
17.
No, 7. It's 17 together. 4.
Okay. Oh yeah.
But let me ask you this though. Even excellent question here. Damian said we can still get Mike Singletary. Hey, can't play with him. Can't win with him. Damian be coming with some off the wall takes. The interesting thing with that, I'm gonna be real with you. Is your focus the rest of this season, off season, whatever it is, moving forward, rebuilding your defense?
Yes.
Mine isn't.
Yes. No. 2 things. O-line and left tackle specifically. And
you drafted that, so you're gonna have to test out this experiment with the back. You just are. You're gonna have to test it out.
We're gonna. He has great potential, but he has a history of injury. That back is nothing to play with. It's
not. I'm just saying. Next season, at a minimum, they're gonna test it out. They're not gonna go pay $17 million for a left tackle.
Well, it depends on who's available. Depends on who you get.
Well, that's true. I guess if you out there going to get one of the biggest thing. But to me now, you've got your staples on defense. To me, you got Jalen Johnson. Who, listen, if y'all go back and look at the tape, Jalen Johnson did a really nice job.
He had one F up, but that it just resulted in no, that wasn't Johnson.
That wasn't Jalen Johnson. That was Duke Shelley. Yeah. No, he did a really. I mean, when you see in the pass comes in, you're seeing him hand in front, punching out the back. I mean, I'm like, yo, this dude got some talent on here if he can stay healthy. But to me, you're moving forward. You want to change the Chicago Bears. You want to change the mentality. Are the Bears always going to be a defensive city? Is Chicago going to be? Yes. Do you want to change that mentality, or you want to change what your team is? You fix this offense. You build your offense. You go get him another weapon.
Look at how,
because you're probably losing A-Rob.
Look. Oh, he's done.
You're probably losing A-Rob. So you go find Justin Fields another wide receiving weapon.
Look at how we're structured. I think you mentioned this last time. We have a lot of young pieces that are under contract that we can that have potential. A lot of good potential.
Yep.
A good GM is not going to give away that talent on those type of contracts. Like we're not giving up Herbert. I know people say we could trade for him high. You're not giving up that contract. He's value-wise, he's probably the most valuable piece in the NFL.
You're going to give up Monty before you give up Herbert.
Absolutely.
You're going to give up Monty before you give up Herbert. And well, it'll come down to what he wants. It'll come down to if he wants to be a Bear, listen, we're going to pay him at some point, but we want to pay you. But we're going to pay you like we should pay a running back, not like you're one of the greatest running backs in the NFL, and we got this dude back here. So if you don't want to be here,
value per production.
Yes,
Herbert is top 10 within the NFL.
Yes.
Top 3 depending on how you rank it.
Yes,
he's definitely top 2 within running backs, just based off of what his contract is and what he produces.
I mean, and
I'm a numbers guy,
and so we see this every year. You know what I'm saying? Even if Monty don't want to be here, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go draft another running back in the 5th round, not in the 6th round, because apparently Ryan Pace just be like, I'm not using that pick. It's the only ones I'm good at, but let me just trade that for Jakeem Grant,
who actually might work out.
I mean, he's a kick returner though. Like I'm not.
But he could double as a receiver. He can legitimately double.
Nah, you ain't seen them hands. I seen them plays in Miami. That's what I went to look at. Them hands are not pretty. Those hands are not pretty.
Thought on Larry Borum. I keep hearing that.
Thoughts on Larry Borum? I like what I saw from Larry Borum today. This is what I'm saying, right? As down as we are right now, the Bears lost today. Bad loss. And we're gonna check in on the symbol stock where we think that's gonna go in a few minutes here. But a bad loss today, right? But
I don't think so.
I mean, defensively, they showed nothing.
I told you.
They showed nothing.
What was my stance beginning of the season when we said Justin Fields was starting?
It's all about his development. But you
What
also
did we get?
You also don't want to see this is the thing, right? There's still pieces on the other side to develop too. There's still you still have to develop Jalen Johnson. You still want to see Roquan continue to be one of the best in the league. You still want to see if you have any of those young pieces there. Like I get, like we're focused in on Justin.
And aren't they developing?
No, they are. But there's the problem is, like, without Khalil Mack there, you looked like absolute garbage. And I'm with Khalil Mack there last week. You look like absolute garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem.
Name a developing team that went far in the playoffs.
A developing team that went far in the playoffs. I mean, every team is developing.
No. Tampa is not developing. Green Bay is not developing.
Kansas City was developing.
Kansas City was not developing. Kansas City came together at the right time, and they have several All Pros on that team, and they had an All Pro line too.
But your biggest players are all the same age.
Yeah, your biggest
Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and
all Pro players.
And Pat Mahomes were all similar ages, not same age, but similar ages.
All Pro players, and Patrick Mahomes sat at
the light touch makes me come out.
All of that. I mean, listen.
It's good to have you in studio, dog. We don't get to see each other enough.
All of that is like the Bills are not developing. Like the elite teams are not developing. They know who they're not developing.
Well, you said deep in the playoffs. I'm not saying Super Bowl. I'm saying AFC Championship.
Titans are not developing.
Titans were not developing, though.
You know, developing teams don't go far in the playoffs. You're developing talent.
Yeah.
So guess what? Development and wins don't correlate that way. You look at the production you get.
Yeah.
And you grade it from there. Grading off the production we got from a QB that people are like, man, I don't know if this kid is it.
Yeah. Excellent production.
Last week, you all said start Dalton. Don't forget it. Don't forget. No. It may not be y'all.
Well, I don't know if it's y'all specifically, but I heard it a lot in Chicago.
You all said start Dalton.
Yeah.
All right, guess what? How you like that now? Dalton's not going to give me 100 yards running. He's not.
He was going to try, though. That's how he got hurt.
Hey, listen. He's going to pull another hammy. He's not going to give me 100 yards running.
Yeah.
He's not going to extend those plays like that. That play that he ran for, I got to see. Dalton's not doing that. Dalton's sliding.
Well,
Dalton's going to slide. Soon as he goes, that's not there. I'm going to take this
He was going to take the L on that.
Right?
He was going to take the L. But as great as that is, all those, it's interesting because, like,
the Vikings are developing.
It's interesting looking at a lot of those plays because it's like the score by Justin is like, oh my God, that was great. And then you think about it and you actually look at the play and you're like, wow, that's really bad offensive line play. Mm-hmm. That's why we even had to have that play happen. Mm-hmm. That is really awful offensive line play right there.
You know the funny thing about that comment though?
Yeah.
And you can tell I'm always in the chat.
Yeah.
The Vikings are developing, if you want to consider that. You don't expect them to go far.
No.
So
no,
you kind of prove my point.
Not at all. Let's check out this stock here, man. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to drop that down.
Now, depending on how you look at this game, in my personal opinion, I think the stock of the Bears goes up. Why?
Really?
Yes.
This is an interesting one because we want y'all to know, man, Symbol is a sports stock market. Like I said before, man, a ton of ways to make money on here using your sports knowledge. Ain't none of it. I mean, he's a money guy. I'm not gonna lie. He's the dude I called when Sheba was on the rise. How's it doing? I saw it was down the other day. So.
I made.
You did it?
I 10x my money.
Oh, 10x. 10x my money. Okay, all right. Let me go 5 of them.
Hey, listen.
That's how you got the bottle. I could see this stock. Justin would give a lot of Bears fans hope to buy in now, and I'll say this: if you're gonna buy in, when do you buy in? Right? You buy in when the stock is low. But is the defense going to be such a deterrent that it makes it plummet? Because we saw, yesterday, like I said, $40 here. We're talking about $41.23. This is real money, y'all. This is tangible money, man. Symbol allowing you to make money. And if you use the promo code BREEZ, BREEZ, your first deposit is risk-free up to $500. Get in on that for sure. It's really an interesting... That's an interesting concept right there. What did you think? Because Justin played so well that the stock is going to rise up.
Justin played well. Who's our next opponent?
Steelers. We got the live event.
Guess what? I'm not looking at them to shut him down.
Yeah.
So at this point, you look at all right, he played well. How does that confidence translate into another good performance? Normally, it does well for a young QB.
Right.
Can he replicate it? If Matt Nagy is not sitting there pulling out the Denny's menu again, I absolutely feel like he will.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just ride that wave. Now, could it reverse? It could, but it's the Steelers. Like if we were playing Tampa Bay after this game, I'd be kind of questioning.
Did the Steelers win today?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because they were playing Cleveland. They was actually going back and forth with that one. We appreciate Symbol for tuning in and rocking with us for sure. If you guys want to get in on this, if you want to have that stock market feel, but actually know like the numbers and all of that, you actually can make it happen. This is the website to get on. So check out www.symbol.com. and get in tune with that. Use the promo code BREEZE. Your first deposit will be risk-free up to $500.
They won by 5.
The Steelers won? Oh, man, what did Claypool do for me? Oh, no.
Ooh, 45 yards catching, 4 receptions. No TDs.
That's a tough one. Okay, all right, cool. All right.
By the way, speaking of fantasy now, I told Ringo not to start talking trash. And so far, looks like I'm beating him handedly. Handedly. Let's look at this.
Oh, 126.75 coming down the stretch. How many people we got to play? Oh, he's still got a lot of people.
No, he don't. He got 3.
He's got Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen, where he getting the double bubble there. And then what's it finish with? Schultz and Gano. Who's Gano kick? Oof, yeah, he in trouble. He might be in a little bit of trouble.
Guess what? I still have Mahomes.
Yeah, you still ain't got Pat Mahomes to play?
Yeah,
he might be in a little bit of trouble.
Plays tomorrow.
Ringo, stay safe out there, dog. You might be in a little bit of trouble, dog.
You're already down nearly 50 points, and you're gonna try to keep up. When I got like somebody's gonna give me a 30 ball. Stop playing with the
Hey, man, if you guys want to come out and join us, talk sports with us, talk trash with us, trash talk us, just know I trash talk very well. Very well. I won't bring your mama into it, but outside of that, I can fry for days. But if y'all want to come out and have some fun with us, man, come out to VIP Bar and Grill in Country Club Hills. We are doing the live event next Monday on the 8th. We want y'all to pull up and enjoy that time with us, man, because we plan on having a good time out there. We're going to be doing the Bears pregame and postgame out there. The link is in the description below. It is also in the community tab. So if y'all are subscribers, go over to the community tab. Check that out, man. Hit that button there and sign up because it is limited. There's only 110 spots available. So it is going to be a limited kind of night. But man, it's going to be a fun night. I mean, I'm going to be there, Kid, Ringo. I believe AD is pulling up. We're going to have a bunch of people in there just enjoying a good time, man, and a good night, enjoying some drinks, some good food, all that good stuff. And I think Joel, the producer, is going to be spinning that night too. So.
Oh, yeah. And listen, Joel is an A1 talent on the wheels of steel.
Yeah.
Come through. My man J-Hope gets it done. That's a bad tackle right there.
Jameis Winston just got hit hard, my boy. Good Lord.
Horse collar tackle for one.
Yeah.
He twisted his ankle. Looks like Taysom Hill's about to come in. Maybe I should go pick him up
real quick. No, no, man. I mean, let's look ahead to next week. We're going to be at the live event. We got the Steelers. Steelers pull out a win today versus a Cleveland defense that absolutely destroyed us.
Can we steal subs for dubs? Subs for dubs. I like that little catchphrase.
Subs for dubs?
Yeah. Subs for dubs. I like that.
All right.
I'm just saying, I like it.
What do you think? What do you think heading into this next week that we're going to see from the Bears versus Steelers game, man?
Steelers are an interesting team. I think they're, if you want to talk about developing, I think the Steelers are developing.
And losing at the same time. Like Chase Claypool is really good. Big Ben is not.
I mean, but they're 4-3. They got over 500.
Yeah.
Under 500.
Yeah.
So much for that. If our defense shows up, it's going to be a long day for Ben. And I think we do get Mac back. Ben ain't as invincible as he used to be.
Yeah.
Still a big dude though. Huge for a QB, huge guy. I really did underestimate how big Ben was. I know they called him Big Ben for a reason. Pause. But still,
I'm really concerned about where you're taking this.
Because Ben Roethlisberger of old was hard to tackle.
Yeah. He's huge.
But I don't know about him now. So, if we get enough pressure on him, I think he collapses now. So, if we get enough pressure on him, yeah, I'm feeling it.
At this point, is it this? Are you just hoping for not another national embarrassment on TV? I mean, pretty much every Matt Nagy national game has been an embarrassment.
What's an embarrassment to you?
Not showing up.
What does that look like?
Not equaling. We know who you are, Holtzy. He do be having to remind me though. I didn't know who he was till he said it. But what does an embarrassment look like to me? To me, the biggest problem is like the Rams game. They didn't look prepared. Not looking prepared. That's the biggest thing for me.
Is a loss an embarrassment?
A loss is not an embarrassment. Not being prepared is an embarrassment.
So if we win the game, I mean, if we lose the game, but people look good.
We're
okay with that?
We're at a point where Justin is developing, like you said. I
said 35.
Yeah, that's an embarrassment. Wasn't that the I think that was the first game of the year.
I think it was.
But that to me, that's what you're looking at this point. You know what I'm saying? The embarrassment is when your team comes out and they don't look prepared to play. Mm-hmm. At a minimum, let's be real. The offense looked prepared to play today. It did. The offense. I'll give Bill Lazor his credit. Now, do I love his play calling style? I don't. That's me. But the offense did look prepared for the defense that they were playing today.
The one thing I would say about Bill is, again, several QBs have had their best years under him.
That's a fact.
So he knows how to adjust.
Well, two.
You
got to have more than 3 to be several, right? That's how grammar works.
I don't
know.
But what that tells me, though, sincerely, is he can at least adjust to the player's play style.
Yes.
Now, it may not translate ultimately into massive success, but at least individually, we see development there. So I'm actually pretty big on him having an opportunity to just like let Justin Fields cut loose. And I think that's really good for the kid.
I mean, you saw it today. At a minimum, I'll say you saw it today. The offense looked prepared. Justin looked prepared for what he had coming. Khalil Herbert is really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, A-Rob still trying to figure. I think him and A-Rob ain't gonna click.
No, A-Rob is done. A-Rob is mentally.
I just think I don't think he's mentally checked out. I really think Justin and him don't click. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like Mooney is the getaway guy. He's got the speed. He's got I really think that him and A-Rob are just like he's been in the game 5 weeks now?
What gives you that notion?
The fact that Justin don't even look his way.
I mean, he don't get separation.
No, but don't look his way. What did he get? He got 3 targets today?
He did look his way. I mean, just a couple times.
No. You know what I'm saying?
Rob,
to me,
he doesn't get separation.
But he never got separation.
Yeah,
you know
you're having a rookie QB force a ball into tight situations because you can't get away from your man.
Right.
You're not open.
But Justin forces the ball into tight situations to Darnell Mooney. I saw him do that multiple times today.
But Mooney is open.
Mooney in a phone booth. Hey, Mooney is open.
Yes.
Hey, yo, Chicago, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another Bears post-game show, man. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the page, man. We do talk Chicago Sports Weekly. We don't want you to miss the things, so make sure that y'all hit that bell. We got a lot of Bears content on the page, man. Check the links in the description below or just check out the page itself. Hey, yo, Chicago, y'all stay safe out there, man. Peace.